could be driving a...
Over the last 10 years, Honda's won more U.S. News and World Report awards than any other brand. And now, for the second straight year, Honda's been named the best car brand for 2023. Come get your Honda today at Louisiana's #1 Honda dealer, Team Honda on Siga Lane.
Well, good morning to you. Welcome to a Monday. It's the second week of 23 already?
It is. Yeah. We've made it, y'all. We're doing it.
Almost over.
Yeah.
Like how you just keep dropping.
You know,
it's almost over.
It's hanging in there.
It's going to be on before you know it. So welcome to it. I know, Christmas. What are you getting for Christmas? You got the list already for next
We're already buying for this Christmas.
Smart I'm asking for a new football team in New Orleans.
Sorry.
Take a seat.
Sorry,
right?
y'all.
How much time did you invest yesterday?
You know, so the kids had a birthday party.
There you go.
Got down the way, Harahan. We were down in Harahan.
Yeah.
But it was on in the bowling alley where we were. And
yeah.
So, yeah, and a few of the dads. The party was wrapping up right about the end of the game. We watched Lutz, not even come close on that 55-yard field goal.
Yep.
And,
Yep.
That's the ejection point.
Oh, definitely.
Literally
was.
Yes.
I was actually at the house, and at the house, I has a TV with a remote, and clicked over, and there's Joe B. and Jamar Chase and the Bengals, and I'm like, you know what? This seems a little bit more interesting. And so I kind of hung out with that game. Got to be honest, a little bit more.
I did the
Be
same.
saying hooday.
I did the same.
God bless.
Hooday.
Listen.
So welcome to it, everybody. Every 9:15, Monday through Friday for 9 News Now, kind of stepping you to it, through it, in and around it, and avoiding it when it comes to the Saints. But I guess the forecast, cloudy, but I mean, shades of blue out there, huh?
But
we're still kind of watching the clouds roll in. It's not bad yet at all. The clouds are going to thicken up a bit, we think, as the morning wears on. I'll show you that in a moment, but certainly pretty outside right now. Sky 9 camera looking over downtown Baton Rouge with kind of a mix of some of the sun and clouds. We started out in the Baton Rouge area in the mid-40s this morning, right now, and even 50 degrees. Still some 40s to our north and northwest. Low to mid-50s south of us. Gonzales right now checking in at 53. So here's a look at your Monday forecast. I've got temperatures in the upper 50s at noon, and highs hitting the low to mid 60s today. Again, we'll probably see some more clouds rolling in, but no rainfall to worry about today, unlike yesterday, which was pretty gloomy Sunday around the area. Into this evening, if you're going to be out and about, it'll get cool again, down pretty quickly into the mid-50s by 6 o'clock. This is the visible satellite view, and you can see some of these clouds starting to roll on in for the west. So it's not necessarily a solid deck, but at times we will see mostly cloudy skies today, but also some sun mixing in. But as I said, no rain to worry about today. However, that changes later in the week, giving you a first alert to good rain chances returning by Thursday. So let's give you the timeline. This is the European model. We're going to pick it up Wednesday evening. We'll have an eye on a cold front up to our northwest. That's what's going to spur this rainfall. But notice Wednesday evening, still largely, I've got this cord hanging from me. This is swinging around. Let me just pull this thing off. That's driving me crazy. You're still dry at that point in time, but watch what happens overnight Wednesday and the Thursday morning. Rain and a few storms develop along the front. In fact, the latest run of the European model came in early this morning, slightly more active with the thunderstorm activity. Still, this doesn't look to be an overly active system. So watch, look at that. That's 5:30 Thursday morning. Look at by 10 o'clock Thursday morning, it's already got the rains racing to our east. So right now, this looks like a quick hitting system. We're not looking at a prolonged period of rain, anything like that. The front will follow shortly behind. And by Thursday afternoon, probably moving down into the Gulf. So with that rain being kind of quick hitting in nature, right now, the Weather Prediction Center showing a 1/4 inch or less on average. So not going to amount to all that much. Could be locally higher in spots, but rain amounts shouldn't be too big of a deal. Now, Wednesday, this takes us Wednesday through 6 a.m. on Thursday. The Storm Prediction Center does have a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk of severe weather just to our northwest. And they're kind of hinting that in subsequent outlooks for Thursday, they may start to draw in a level 1 out of 5 farther east and southeast. So I wouldn't rule out seeing part of that, including our area on Thursday. But the severe weather threat on Thursday right now looks to be minimal. And as we talked about, rain amounts don't look terribly high. So right now, certainly doesn't look like a high impact system. Today through Wednesday, going to be quiet. A little bit cool today, and tomorrow morning we're in the mid-40s again, but rebounding up to 70 for high tomorrow, 78 for high Wednesday. I do think by Wednesday morning we could have a little more fog around, so that's something to keep an eye on. Then we've got the good rain chances Thursday. The front moves through, and behind it we'll see at least a couple of days of some cooler weather again. In fact, Friday, highs might only be in the upper 50s. And lows this weekend, both Saturday and Sunday, have got them in the 30s. But notice already by Sunday afternoon, we're rebounding into the upper 60s, back into the 70s early next week, and also looking at a chance of rain returning early next week, guys.
Overall, not too bad. I'm focusing on all that sun we're going to get, even if we're seeing it through clouds, Steve.
Yeah, we'll take it. A little rain Thursday. Right now, it looks like a dry weekend, too, so that'll be nice.
I think he's absolutely right. Cap, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Okay, so as we look towards the rest of the week, there is actually a few things going on today that we want to make sure you know about, including some inaugurations, some swearing-ins.
Yeah.
It's going to be a busy evening in Zachary.
Yeah, that was one of the cities where we saw a lot of turnover, right? So not only do we have a mayor-elect, it's actually the former chief of police, which means that position became open, and there was some newly elected in that position. We've got new council members. So tonight at 7 o'clock over at Fellowship Church on Mount Pleasant Road, all of them are going to be inaugurally sworn in. It's going to come with great fanfare, too.
You know it will, because of just that amount of folks that are out there actually being a part of this. So that's pretty impressive. I'm hard pressed to think back, and I was trying to do this the other day. I'm trying to remember when there was a town or a city like that where it was just, it's like everybody. It's like brand new. This is a new town. Is this a new city?
Right.
But that amount of turnover, like you said, that kind of rollover, it's pretty impressive. So that could take a little bit of time.
Yeah.
7 o'clock, they're trying to, end it on a decent time for you, but they got a lot of folks to swear in and get to work.
And it's a school night.
It is a school night.
Keep that in mind, too.
It is a school night.
Yeah.
So again, but that's happening tonight, 7 o'clock up there in Zachary. So good for those guys. Excited to see that. So that's going on. This going on as well. You don't have to wait till 7 o'clock tonight. Actually, that's the end of this particular blood drive going on right now. Familiar name.
You can't miss this face. This is Liam Dunn. He is the only survivor of that high-speed police chase that spanned from Baton Rouge into West Baton Rouge and ended in Bruley with the death of 2 teenage girls, one of them actually being his sister. Liam has gone under multiple surgeries as he's kind of recuperated from that crash, and so blood donations are still needed. So today there's actually a special blood drive being held at the Turner Industries headquarters. That's at University Plaza Boulevard?
Right, exactly. And so we'll actually put that up here for you as well. They're going to go until 7 o'clock this evening. It's 8687 United Plaza Boulevard in Baton Rouge. They got going about 15, 20, 30 minutes ago, that kind of a thing. They've done these before. They've done them in his name. It's important to know that, look, not every pint that's being donated obviously going to be going to him. It's for him, certainly what he needs, and it's in his name, in his honor, but the goal is to just raise awareness about blood supply issues as a whole. All this stuff is going to stay local regardless, but to see I tell you, Liz, out of tragedy certainly always comes some positives that you can take away from in the community's heart. And what comes out of it, beating for these families. It's been encouraging to see, uplifting.
Last week, for a blood drive held for Liam, we saw more than 500 people come out to Bruley High School.
Right.
And today, we're hoping for that momentum keeps on going, because even if he doesn't use that blood, his family uses those credits. They actually get a portion of their medical bill
Isn't that incredible?
refunded because
of,
people are coming in and donating blood, because that is something that will constantly be needed.
Always.
So please consider going out today. 30 minutes of your time. It is so easy. And again, you just really never know if this is going to be someone in your family. This is someone you love. You hate to put it like that, but that's why the blood is constantly needed, and that's why we keep talking about these blood drives, Matt.
I know we always feel like it's, and I know you probably feel this way as well, like another blood drive?
I know.
Is it really, is it that critical? Is that critical? The answer is yes. But it's one thing that our bodies just kind of keep producing, and what a great way to be able to save a life. Donate a little bit. Don't worry, you'll make some more.
Yeah, you'll be good.
And so, the ability to get out there and help some families. What a great opportunity.
Details are on the 9 News app.
Okay, speaking of details on the 9 News app and WAFB.com.
Yeah.
Right here waiting for you. Callie Hubbard's story, and it was twofold today. Talking with the folks, obviously Carmen Millian right there with the BBB, Better Business Bureau. what to look out for when it comes to scams as we begin a new year.
Every time we see our good friend Carmen, you know she's warning you about something lurking in the shadows. As Matt mentioned, it is twofold. So as we start a new year, a lot of folks make the resolution saying, I'm going to get healthy, I'm going to lose all this weight, I'm going to do this and look good by April.
Well,
that's a tight deadline.
So April of next year.
Yeah,
for me,
exactly. Well, that's more natural. 24. That is the healthy way to do it. And when we say healthy, just know if somebody ever comes to you and says, hey, I've got a magic pill that'll make you lose 20 pounds by next month, that's unrealistic. Anything that promises or guarantees fast weight loss or something that just sounds too good to be true, it's exactly that. It's a scam.
You know it's going to be. I love Carmen this morning. She's like, you know, she was talking about some of her favorite scams being run on social right now. And she's like, one of the craziest ones is a pill that you just jam into your belly button, cover with a patch, and all of a sudden you lose weight. Wait, time out, what? What am I supposed to do with my belly button?
Don't think you've uncovered something new and mystical here.
I'm the first one.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not the first one.
Don't be the first one to go to the hospital who's out of a bunch of money because of that.
Exactly.
A pill in your belly button?
I don't know. I guess. But look, don't fall for any of that nonsense. Jump on here. Actually, Carmen and Callie have laid it all out pretty nice. For you, what to look out for, where to go to get the good stuff, the real stuff.
Speaking of the good stuff, tonight, all eyes in America looking ahead to a big game.
Ball game, huh?
The big college football championship showdown. And there's a good chance, if you live in Louisiana, you might be trying to make a good buck from this game.
Mobile betting.
Yeah.
It's been around for like a year now, right? Big time. And so with that comes, scammers looking to turn your money into their money regardless of whether or not you win that bet or not.
Right.
There are reputable sites here that you have access to. Just be careful that you are actually going through those sites and not trying to make a quick or easy dollar somewhere else.
Right.
Because chances are, regardless of whether or not you win or lose that bet, you're going to lose your money.
Yes, you are. When you think about high pressure stakes, when you're thinking you got to act on this deal now, I'm giving you $500 in credits for you to put in $500 of your own cash. Too good to be true. Use reputable sites, go through reputable channels to make sure you don't lose money while trying to make more money.
We got actually a few guys around here in the newsroom that actually do that every once in a while. They get the sports betting, and
Caesars,
they do, and they do it very a little. It's not heavy betting, that kind of thing. It's like, $10-20 here or there. But imagine, you are somebody that kind of gets heavy on the betting, and all of a sudden $500 is just gone, or $1,000 is just gone. The national championship, the Super Bowl coming up, you've got March Madness coming up. These are some of the most heavily bet upon sporting events. Don't get taken advantage of. Stories waiting for you.
Callie's got all the details to fill you in and the link to report a scam if you think you've been a victim of one. How often do we talk about that?
All the time around here. So just please head on a swivel. Assume somebody's going to try and take advantage of you. I'm looking forward to it. That's a 6:30 kickoff tonight for the big ball game, huh?
It's going to be
Georgia TCU.
Yeah, good to see some good football.
I don't know, man. This is going to be
college football.
This is going to look, man. Those two semifinal games were crazy good. It's going to be hard to live up to.
I want to know who with TCU bought all the billboard space in Baton Rouge. Did you notice that? Go Frogs, like
everywhere.
Like a bunch of the billboards driving in this morning.
I mean, I guess we're closer.
Not that far away.
But I mean, you're right. We got some alum around here?
I'm guessing
Must be a fan base, I suppose.
Or it's somebody like trolling LSU,
Must be.
Well, that could probably be it too.
That's still some big money to shell out to do just that.
It is.
Maybe they're hoping to win the lotto.
Who do you think's got it? Oh yeah, no kidding.
Maybe.
Yeah, no kidding.
I kind of think Georgia has it again.
I mean,
that would make sense.
I think you're right. I don't know. I mean, TCU's got that offense.
Yeah, look, I forget I was listening to on the radio, but somebody was saying, even a better coaching job by Kirby Smart, because I think you've seen this Georgia team's really good, but it's not the dominant team that they were a year ago.
You're right.
And they probably even had some better teams that haven't won at all.
That's absolutely true.
But still a really good team.
And he's trying for that, like you said, that back-to-back. I mean, which is just ridiculous. Forget it. Yeah, so 6:30, ESPN.
All right.
Okay, so we were talking a little bit earlier about, I was making fun of the fact that the Christmas will be here before you know it again.
Yeah.
Christmas sweaters, you guys fans? Christmas sweater?
Parties once in a while.
I kind of started looking for one this year. I was too late finding it.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you could pull off a good sweater.
I think you can make your
Johnny's
own.
good.
That's
I think
how.
you
That's
could
the
make
best
your
kind.
own.
I feel like.
Okay, I don't know about make your own,
Okay.
but this guy absolutely does this. And actually, he does this often. He makes these sweaters for vacations and trips that he he's about to go on. So I want to introduce you. This is Sam Barsky. Big time following, 400,000 plus people on social media.
Okay.
He makes these sweaters for his upcoming trips. He's actually got a t-shirt business as well where his fans can kind of rock his own designs.
All right.
Takes him about a month. Check it out.
Oh
and
my
and the missus to create a sweater. One of his best-selling, hey now, is that a zoo? One of his best-selling is a skyline drive of Shenandoah National Park.
Yeah.
It's a location that means a lot to he and his wife. It's an annual tradition. They go there often. They actually went there before they actually got married. He says the next one he wants to do is of Baltimore.
Okay.
Just the city of Baltimore. He wants to show like the original Washington Monument on one side, on the back of it, one of the museums there. He says, advises anyone that wants to get into knitting, do it for the fun, not for the money.
Yeah.
Because that's what everyone thinks of with knitting.
Right.
How am I gonna
big money, right?
big money
Yeah.
in sweater knitting, Steve?
That's clearly the side hustle.
That is the side.
I mean, look at this guy.
My man turns out the sweaters though.
He got a t-shirt business going because people have loved his design so much.
Look at that.
Are they really into Egypt?
Yeah, he's a world traveler.
Oh, I know.
Well, is this a bunch of Las Vegas? That looks like a bunch of
So
Las
maybe
Vegas.
there is some money in knitting.
I mean,
by his world
clearly.
travels.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Look at him go. All right, so I got to get on my sweater game.
No kidding.
He
I
could
gotta get
probably,
my
if you
sweater
reach
again.
out to him, he may do a Christmas sweater for you just in time for next year.
He could knit the 9 News This Morning crew.
How about it?
I just think
We might look like
I'd be
Lego
like
blocks.
poking myself.
I'd be
I
all
think.
stabbed up.
How
yeah.
about we leave it to
Forget
Sam Barsky? Look
Yes.
at that.
Get you some, Barsky. There you
That's
go.
just awesome. All right. Okay. Well, how about we take you with travels? Maybe you can't afford to go abroad, so let's take you across the pond for this. Do you see this? It's kind of an unreal sight here. So you often talk about animals that you see that might look unusual. Well, a British lady saw this in her yard.
Yes.
What is? Can you see what that is?
It's a fox.
Oh, look at that.
Two-legged fox. How about it?
Holy cow.
Yeah, so this woman was kind of looking at her yard one day, and pictures that she shared on Facebook are going viral.
Amazing.
Her name's Jane Carter. She noticed this creature on her lawn. She lives in Derbyshire, England. But she says that this gives a whole new meaning to foxtrot. So she was trying to lure it closer without getting too close to it. So she said she pulled out a can of Spam from her pantry, opened it, and scattered it across her yard.
That's what it is.
She says that this is how he
That's
ate
what a
it.
Spam is perfect for.
Exactly.
You're exactly right.
A two-legged fox trying to get close to you. She said it was unbelievable how fast he was. So he finished eating all the Spam and then scattered off on those two legs. But she called it very natural. Like he wasn't trying to, it didn't look like he had been like this for too long. Perhaps he was born like this, but he didn't seem to be struggling at all.
Yeah, it makes
figured
you
it out.
think that maybe he was born like that because you don't see any other hints of
No.
appendages back
Of struggle at all. Exactly right. No hints of an appendage, and it looks like he's got it figured out. I
And
love
he
the
likes
fact they got the
Spam.
Spam in the video.
I know. They added
So
that
good.
for funsies.
Yeah.
How about it? That's cool.
Look at him go.
I
man.
know.
Look at, he's like, hey now, are we done here?
Constantly living life
When the
upside down.
fox shows up in my yard, unfortunately, I'm not going to have the Spam to attract it.
Oh, you're
I
not
got
going
some
to.
work to do.
You got to get that stuff out there for
I
him.
will
Yeah.
have the blood curdling scream from my wife though when it shows up.
Now that you record and send to us so we can talk about that.
We
here.
have had coyotes walk through our front yard.
Hey,
That's
so
scary.
you
that's something to
never
play
know,
with.
Yeah.
You're exactly right down here. You're right.
All right, so
Yes.
y'all ever saw snakes on a plane?
Oh, yeah,
I am
love that
tired
movie.
of this.
Samuel L. Jackson.
You know, actually, I've not seen it.
Really?
I know. I got to go back. I've just seen all the clips.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
All right, we
That's probably
almost had snakes on the plane, if not
What?
for the TSA. So check this out. This was in Florida. On Friday, the TSA tweeting out this photo showing an X-ray passengers carry-on bag, Tampa International. If you look, you
Are you
see,
serious?
you see kind of that
Come
orange
on,
there.
Florida.
That's a 4-foot boa constrictor coiled up inside of somebody's luggage. So in case you're wondering, the airline that the woman was ticketed to fly on does not permit those boa constrictors.
No.
The TSA said has notified the airline of the captured stowaway. Boa constrictors, in case you're wondering, they're non-venomous. In case you didn't know and you're under a rock, they squeeze their prey to
Yeah,
death.
they're very
right?
squeezy. Right, yeah.
They can be found anywhere from northern Mexico to Argentina, and then carry-on luggage in
Tampa.
In
International.
Tampa.
And carry on luggage.
I see
So-
the headline already.
If you ever follow those TSA accounts on social media,
gosh.
it
pretty
is
good.
nuts the
Yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
they confiscate.
Right.
And it is kind of scary. And then
Also,
you sometimes appreciate the headaches we all go through. It's so annoying when you're going through the checkpoints.
you never know if they've got a boa.
But then you get it.
Well, imagine if that went through and you saw it slithering between your feet into the front seat.
Somebody
Oh,
lost
no.
their comfort boa. I mean,
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
So
You
what-
use it as a scarf and it chokes you.
When did we just do this? Did we do a story not too long ago?
Yeah.
There was a gun jammed inside of a chicken.
Yes.
Oh,
and then we talked about the cat that was going through JFK.
Right, it's a little like a little fur or something on
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
The person said they claimed they didn't know their roommate's cat was in their luggage. Weird.
How does that happen?
Weird.
I didn't know the gun was in the chicken. Yeah, I don't understand how all that happens.
Right.
Lots of just weird things that
Yeah.
end up in. I'm sure they see a ton of things
Oh,
too.
you
To be
can't
a
imagine.
TSA agent.
Oh God,
Yeah.
it's got to be. I'm sure it was, and it has been. I'm sure a show about just TSA. and
I would
what
watch
they
it.
got.
Yeah.
I think I would too.
Yeah.
I don't think they want to put up with us.
Well-
Yeah, I think there's a place in like Alabama or something that has all the luggage that never gets
Collection.
claimed and all that
Oh.
stuff, and they resell it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Yes, see, I think I've seen that special before
Yeah.
as well, and yeah, they got a lot of stuff. I don't know that they'd resell the boa. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
I don't
kinda
know what you
given-
do with livestock
probably
and
not.
things like that.
No.
Yeah.
No. So there you go. Happy to it, Florida. Man, it's always Florida.
Florida woman traps boa constrictor on.
Florida man.
That's true.
Florida's
Florida
always
man
the-
is infamous.
Florida woman put Florida man in suitcase. It's a whole other story.
That headline's coming. Just you wait.
Just wait for
It's
it.
coming.
Yeah. So here you go. Welcome to it, everybody. The second full week of 2023. Not too bad. A little bit of rain coming on Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday's the main real impact this week, and that even looks to be kind of a brief one. Rain moves through, and then pretty nice weekend, albeit kind of a cool start to it.
Now's the perfect time to discover the enhanced Mazda CX-5, named the 2022 IIHS Safety Pick Plus Award winner, its highest safety award honor. Choose from over 55 CX-5s available at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer, Team Mazda on Airline.